guys, it's Kevin again, and in this video we're going to be reviewing Ravenswood Season 1, Episode 4, The Devil Has a Face. This episode was, as usual, fantastic. There was some really interesting stuff in this episode. The ending was weird, but I like where they're going, because I really do like that. But let's just get into this episode, because I really liked it. Of course I really liked it. We found some pretty big things in this episode, especially with Miranda, and I definitely want to get to that, and also with Caleb, because that was cool too. So, the main plot of this episode is that, we see, well, there are two things going on with Caleb. The first thing is that he's trying to write this letter to Hannah and everything, and his computer's being all weird. He's trying to write her a letter, but he's having a difficult time putting his thoughts down paper. He doesn't know what to say to her exactly, and he really wants to talk to her, but he can't think of what to say to her. Eventually, though, he does type out something, because, I mean, he does end up typing something, and, but we see, and Miranda ends up writing Caleb's email to him, and we see her crying and everything. She's really upset, and we basically saw that Miranda has feelings for Caleb. She does. She wants to let everything go. To return home. She tells him that she wrote him the email he was struggling to write. All he needs to do is send it, and, we see that she has feelings for Caleb. I really think they're doing it. I think they're setting up a love triangle here between her and Hannah and Caleb, and it's pretty crazy the way that's all working out. And I really like that we have this love triangle because I picked that out. I said that from day one, that's what was going to happen here. The other thing here is that Caleb found out some interesting stuff with Remy, because Remy is still trying to figure out how to, figure out what happened to the car. And so Remy's getting a glass of water. She looks down on the glass. She sees that it's being filled with blood. She's hallucinating. She drops the glass, and she looks out the window. There's a raven watching her, which basically means death for all of you. And, but basically, Caleb says that they need to make their own pact. They need to look for someone who's willing to talk about the curse or whatever's going on. And Remy and Caleb, they have this chat in the graveyard. They think they might have found someone who can help them go out with things. They wonder whether or not they should go see the person. And the word go burns into the grass, so they head there immediately. Caleb and Remy arrive at the retirement home and ask the elderly fellow about his older brother, who was also named Caleb, which is really cool. Because it turns out that the gravestone is not actually Caleb, it's another person who was named Caleb. And, Olivia visits Caleb's house. He's not there. She knocks on the door when she walks away. The door swings open. She calls his name, no response. The door swings shut, and Miranda appears to Olivia. Olivia asks Miranda if her uncle does away with people who know too much. Caleb and Remy chat with the old man. He says that his father completely lost him when the old Caleb Rivers died. He went missing. The old man says, why don't you just ask me what you came to ask me? Caleb asks him about the car accident. He wonders about those accidents in the pact. The old man says that Caleb is careless and that he must pay more attention to the moves he makes. And, I mean, this is just really big the way we're finding that out. Caleb's old uncle, he went to chat up with when he shows up and hands him a set of keys. He's quick to leave. Before he departs, he says, it's your turn, boy, I've done my part. And, we see that, Caleb, manages to, open this box, basically, and we're not sure what he finds, but he finds out to open the box, and we don't know what the box has, but it's very cool that now we have this box, and there's something in this box. We just don't know what's in the box. So what is in that box? I don't know. But then we get to the really big scene in the episode. We see that Miranda seems to be free. She finds her mother, and then they walk through this door, basically, and it's like this white glass door. We don't know what it leads to. We don't know where it's heading, but it's this white glass door that's really strange, but I really like what they're doing here, because they're really setting up this intrigue on here, and where Miranda went, I don't know, but it's going to be pretty cool to see what happens. So the other thing going on in this episode was that basically is Luke. Luke is also having some stuff in this episode, because especially the whole thing between trying to find Abby and also trying to find not just trying to find Abby, but also trying to find and the whole thing with Ravenswood and everything, he begins to feel like a little upset. He's very disturbed by the seance. Like, he's really disturbed by it. And he kind of is telling Olivia to stay away from it as well. And, he invites Remy out, but she's not totally thrilled about the idea. Luke's riding to school and his bike falls apart and there's a dead raven stuck in the spokes. And he wants to get away from it all. And, he has a chat with his teacher, and his teacher basically he's very worried about his grades, so he invites him to participate in the school play. And when Luke is in the school play, to make matters worse, he's making matters worse in this school play. It's not really a good idea, because the person he's working with is this girl, Tessa, who apparently he has a history with, and we definitely saw in this episode that he does have a history with her, and, well, there's this kissing scene that they have to do, basically, and, she's kind of like, oh, I know you don't really want to kiss me, we can just fake it and everything, and also the fact that the play was about ghosts even though it wasn't just the worst part, basically he ends up kissing her and he says, oh, we don't have to just fake it, we don't have to just hold hands, we can kiss if we want to, and, we can see that he just kissed her and cheated on Remy. He just kissed her. He didn't really cheat on Remy, but he kissed her. And I definitely think they have some chemistry. So something's going on here. He tells Remy about this, and she doesn't seem thrilled. It seems like they're broken up for now. But we're definitely going to have to see what happens there. And I think that was really cool the way they're doing this with this storyline. Also, he begins to feel detached from the group. But there's another thing where they're in the auditorium, and there's like this light that's about to fall, and they're like, do you feel detached now? So we see that Luke is also part of this 5-pact. He didn't feel like he was, but now he is. And I gotta say, things are getting pretty crazy on this show. We got some pretty crazy things now. You know, we know that Caleb is, there's this guy named Caleb who is related to Caleb. And we know that Miranda met her mother. She went somewhere. But next week, believe it or not, is the season finale already. They already have the season finale, mid-season finale at least. And I think I know where they're doing this. Countdown to 25 Days. Christmas comes Wednesday. They really got to get ready for that because it's coming up. Believe it or not, 25 Days Christmas starts in 2 weeks. So they got to wrap things up on Ravenswood, so I can see why they're doing that. 2, they gotta make this connect with Pretty Little Liars. So I can see why they're doing. So definitely, it's not a bad thing that if they're continuing this for a whole, that there's only 1 episode left till the season finale, because I've really been enjoying this show. And I think what they're gonna be doing is they're gonna be putting, what they're gonna be doing is they're gonna be putting Pretty Little Liars on 8 and Ravenswood on 9. But this episode was just really, really cool. I love where they're going with this show. I love the directions that they're taking. And now we have this whole thing with Miranda. Where did she go? And now this whole thing with this box. What is in this box? What's the whole mysterious thing about this box? I mean, I have a couple of theories of what's in the box. I think maybe there's, like, evidence about, stuff that's happened in the past or something like that. Something really, it's definitely something that's really mysterious, and I love the mystery behind that. What do you guys think of this episode? Where did Miranda's mother take her to? What is in that box? What do you think it is? Also, do you think that Luke and Remy are done? I think they pretty much are. Do you think they're setting up a Hannah and Miranda and Caleb love triangle? I think they're doing that as well. And, that's basically it for my review, and it looks like Hannah is on the next episode of Ravenswood, which would be cool to see. So I'll see you guys in the next video, which will be my review of Supernatural. So see you then. Bye.